Hello everyone, this is Varun Grover, mentor at Career Launcher. Today I'm very pleased to welcome Prayansh Singh Sengar. Prayansh is from New Delhi and he has studied at Vidya Bharati School in New Delhi itself. He scored a solid 94 percentage marks in his CBSE board examination, and in the recently held CUET examination, he has performed exceptionally well, scoring 99.88 percentile marks in geography, 99.65 percentile marks in history, and 99.21 percentile marks in English, and similarly very good marks in other subjects as well. Because of this good score, because of this exceptional score, he has been able to secure admission in the prestigious Kirori Mal College in Delhi University for BA program in History and Political Science. So, Priyansh, a very warm welcome to you and heartiest congratulations to you and to your entire family.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Priyansh, tell us about your overall CUT preparation journey. How did you approach it? आपका क्या approach था? Like simultaneously both CBSE board examination and CUT का आपने तैयारी कैसे किया?
So, like it was simultaneous in nature cause like the syllabus of boards and CUT is same. And in the beginning, I used to prepare for answer writing because boards were approaching first. And I would give students a tip that they should focus on their practical files of class 12 because like it will cause a lot of hindrance in their practical exams and they are important too, just like your main exam. So like in the beginning, I prepared my files. First of all, I did my work with my files. I completed all the files, all the project works and everything. And then for CUT, since like CUTs are MCQ paper, so I think for that I focused on the MCQs and the important lines. And in the initial moments, I used to focus on boards, but I would say now, like I have got admission now, and I would say that student should prefer CUET over boards because tiebreaker is quite rare. Like I've seen, tiebreaker is rare, and it doesn't matter how much marks you score in board. Doesn't matter. You say 80%, 90, 98. It doesn't matter. All what matters is your CUET marks, how you score that and what college you get, what course you get. That is what the most important thing. So I would suggest to focus on CUET first, and but boards are also important, like they're obviously important. So I did simultaneous practice in the initial days, and then as the days move forward, I when the boards got over, I prepared on CUET with the help of the books and the mock test provided by Career Launcher.
Okay, okay. So again, you have answered this question in different parts, and very interestingly, you have spoken about the projects, the files. Okay, so you
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to get over with that in the beginning itself. So once you
Yes,
got
sir.
over with that, then you started preparing for CUET and board examination together, and you yourself have realized that you have just now said that yes, board examination itself is very important. So we have to perform, we have to prepare simultaneously. It's a very important
Yes,
thing.
sir.
So good, yeah. So, Priyansh, you have spoken about the career launcher books. Okay. So, tell me one thing specifically about career launcher. How did career launchers coaching and mock test help you during your preparation? What specifically made the difference?
Sir, I think the most important thing was how they mimic the real test. Like you'll get mock everywhere. Mocks are everywhere online, but the main thing is the pressure. Like whenever I attempted the CUT mock from Career Launcher, they were exactly the same, like the real paper, how the whole interface, the clicking options, everything. So I think that helped a lot, like that, and also like the questions asked in the mocks. I got some same similar questions in my real exam too. So yeah, I guess that helped a lot, especially in exams like history and political science.
Okay. Yeah. So we're working very hard on the mocks, and as you have correctly said, the interface is exactly the same. So many students have
Yes,
given
sir.
me this feedback that how important that was, because while attempting the mocks, you have already gotten that experience. So when you are sitting in the real examination hall, in the actual center, there you are not
That
feeling
anxiety will
pressurized.
be gone. Yes, you will not be
You're
nervous
not
at that
feeling
time.
that anxiety, you're not fearful because you've already attempted those, and that also so many. So yes, we are working very hard on that. Now Priyansh, tell me one thing, like once your board examination got over, तो हमें ना वो एक महीना मिलता है स्पेसिफिकली, तो आपने वो एक महीना सिर्फ सीयूटी के लिए क्या चेंजेस करे थे? व्हाट वर द ट्वीकिंग्स दैट यू मेड इन योर प्रिपरेशन?
Sir, I think for that, like when boards exams were going on, I used to prepare for like the important lines, the 5 pointers, the 10 pointers in exams, and all that. But CUT is an exam of MCQ. So when my exam got over, एंड सर हम सबको पता है कि जब एग्जाम्स खत्म हो जाते हैं तो चैप्टर्स का हमें जस्ट पता रहता है। वो सब हमें पता है कि चैप्टर्स में क्या है, क्या डेट्स है, तो बस वो फोकस करना होता है उतनी देर का। वी जस्ट हैव टू फोकस ऑन द important dates, the important lines. And sir, I would point out one thing that I might did wrong. That was like many students, what they do, they write notes in notebooks. I will not suggest that because I didn't do that, but I don't suggest because when you make notes in your notebook, what will happen is that you'll always learn from your notebook, and there might be some things in the book that you might not read, and that might come in your exam, and you lose that. So, sir, what I did was I made notes in the book itself. I didn't make notes in my notebook. But what I did wrong was I highlighted some points and I focused on those points specifically. I missed those points that I didn't highlight, and those came in my exam, in my political science exam. I remember that. So they shouldn't, I will say they should make notes, but they should focus on the entire book itself, on every line, on everything, because anything can be asked.
True. This is so
Yes,
true
sir.
that when it comes to CUT examination or rather CBSE board examination also, your NCRT is the prime source and you
Yes,
just
sir.
cannot leave anything. More specifically for CUT examination, you cannot leave anything from your NCRT chapter. All the boxes, all the timelines, from the beginning till the end in the chapter and content part, you just cannot leave anything. Yes, it is important to make notes, as you were also correctly saying, but yes, at the same time, you will end up missing something. So I would
Yes,
rather
sir.
suggest you supplement your notes. You make the note during the classes, you make the note from the books itself, and then you refer to the chapters also as your primary source. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah. So now, Priyansh, tell me one thing that every preparation journey has its tough moment. ऐसा होता है, toppers के साथ भी होता है. Toppers are also actually, they have also gone through the same journey as the others are also going through. So आपकी preparation journey में were you feeling any low point? आपको ऐसा लगा कि when you were struggling, when you were overwhelmed, and अगर ऐसा हुआ था, then how did you pull yourself back?
Sir, I think there wasn't any moment like I was preparing continuously. There wasn't any moment like it was a peak or drop, nothing like that. But I would say that students should refrain themselves from considering themselves as overconfident or underconfident. Like it doesn't matter if you get a mock right or like if you get a mock wrong. It doesn't matter that it will affect your real exam. It doesn't matter. It just shows where you are, what your level is currently. And I would say that they should refrain from using social media, from like playing games, and they should set this in mind that it is just a matter of month. If you study, you will get in a good college, a good course, and for the rest of like, I wouldn't say life, but for the rest of next 3 years and 4 years, you are free. So yeah, I would say that.
True. So you again pointed out very briefly, but you pointed out very important points that specifically for that 1 month, or rather prior to your board examination also, you should refrain from social media because we usually get impacted by that. Okay. So you
Yes, sir.
should refrain from that. And very importantly, if you're attempting the mocks, डू नॉट फील प्रेशराइज कि अगर कोई क्वेश्चंस नहीं आपसे अटेम्प्ट हुए, डू नॉट फील कि मेरे इतने कम मार्क्स क्यों आ रहे हैं, रादर यू शुड वर्क अपॉन दैट. Look at the mistakes which you are making so that you will not end up repeating those same mistakes in the real actual
In
examination.
your
So
real
these
exam, yes, sir.
very briefly you have spoken about it, but these are two very effective strategies. Okay, so
Yes,
Priyansh,
sir.
now you have gotten into a very good college, premier college, Kirori Mal College, for a very good course, BA program. Now, what about those students who are looking up to you, who also wants to get into these premier colleges, these very good colleges in Delhi University or any other university in our country? So, what is the one piece of advice that you are giving to those students? Something you genuinely wish you had known from the very beginning.
Sir, I think it is the same thing. Like prepare from the beginning itself. You should prepare from the starting. You should never procrastinate in terms like if you say that I know English, it doesn't matter. I can speak a lot of English. I can speak good English. I know the grammar rules, everything. But the vocab in CUT is quite different from the daily words you use. It is quite different than that. You shouldn't procrastinate like it doesn't matter. I'll do it after boards. You should prepare from the beginning itself. Everything. Like my subjects were geography, history, political science, and English. I prepared them from the beginning. I would say that you should also prepare that from beginning. Also, I think you should have that acceptance in your mind. Like if your dream college was something else or your dream course was something else, and if you didn't get it, then you shouldn't be like feel low. you will eventually get a good college, and it doesn't define your whole life. What you are going to do in your life, it doesn't matter whether you are from North Campus, South Campus, off campus, or do you got a good course, a demanding course, or a random course. It doesn't matter. So you should tackle that failure in your life. I think students should learn that it isn't the end of their life if they don't get their dream college.
True, true. Again, effective strategies, effective point that you have spoken. So you should be starting from the very beginning itself.
Very beginning
You should
itself,
not
yes, sir.
be feeling very overconfident कि मुझे ये भी आता है मुझे वो भी आता है. No, CUET is a different ball game. The question how they are framing, and you have spoken about English also. If you are very good in English, but the type of vocabulary related questions CUET is asking, it would you would need to develop those in your personality. Only then you would be able to attempt those. So you should start from the beginning itself, and not only one subject, rather simultaneously all the subjects. So
Everything.
yes, Priyansh, this is it. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us today. We are proud of you, and we know Kirori Mal is just the beginning. All the very best to you, Priyansh, for your all future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.